Hello, everybody. The end right before I thought it would. Look who got in here first for once. We got Jeremy Tournament Cats came in first. He knew he was going to beat Jody tonight because they were doing their show. James Kirkpatrick, what's up? Fishing for Whiskers in the house. And then Morgan, Brad Caudle, thank you, sir. Retired Rick, I understand, buddy. Have a good night. Sleep well, man. Steve Adams, how's it going? Chucky, Steve, Jay Fox Hunter in the house. Nephew, what's up, bud? I got your updated link on there tonight. I also corrected the one from last night. That way, if anybody watches that on replay, if they look at the description or see the pinned message in the comment, they should know the proper stuff. What's going on, Smoke? We got Smoke in the house. Potomac River Monster. Danimals Creation. What's up, bud? He said 10th. Down East Tackle. Chris Everett. Hey, Nancy. Hello. That's okay. I understand. YouTube's a little different than what we were used to. Stink over stink in the house. All right. Looks like I'm at the bottom. Mike's PRM. Nick, you throwing a shout out to everybody? I spaced out Nightbot a little bit, by the way, tonight, because I noticed when I was trying to watch a replay, I was looking for somebody's name. I couldn't find them. I'm kind of mad because I wanted to check out their page. That Don't Sugarcoat It or whatever that popped in last night for the first time ever. I was trying to script through my replay. I noticed Nightbot, even though I set it up a minute apart and then it stops for a while, it seemed to be a little too spammy. So I set it up to like 2 minutes apart tonight for the link drops, except for mine, they're farther apart. But hopefully that slows that down a little bit. If it gets too much, I'll just start featuring maybe 3 channels instead of 5. What's going on, Steve Locke in the house? But if you guys were watching over there, which I know most of you were because I was talking, what's going on, calls? I tried to come up late there near the end, and that I was the little spinning bullet in the corner. I was gonna try to get up there with my girl Jody and my girl Calls tonight over on LG Bass and Jody's show. Tried to use my lady's phone, and it did the same thing my phone's doing. I don't understand it. I've been on people's panels in the past when I did split screens with them to teach them how to use StreamYard, or one time when I got up there with Alicia to watch her chat while she was on fishing on the boat. I've split screened with Dan before on my old phone. I did all that on my old phone. Ever since I got this new one, it ain't working. So tonight I try to be slick and use my girl's phone. I signed in underneath my accounts. I went to the StreamYard link. I clicked allow camera and phone. No, it's not E. It's She told us last night. It's E. I mean, now you got me saying E again. It's Alicia. I mean, Alicia. Like Alicia Keys. What's going on, big movie fan? It's UH, Dan. I mean, I know you know, but that's what she told us last night. It's Alicia. Unless I'm forgetting. But anyways, so yeah, I was gonna come up there and be a little surprised. Hey, look, Mike's finally on somebody's show as a guest. It didn't work. But cause that was a great show. I had fun watching the whole time. I actually rushed to get home. I did a pre-close like you wouldn't believe. I was home in 15 minutes instead of 40 minutes. I pretended I was going to Jody's fishing challenge. What's going on, Joy Stewart? When I was doing her challenges, I was like busting ass to get out of there. And that's what I did tonight because I knew y'all was going to be on the show together. And I knew that I possibly might come up afterwards. So I cranked it out and got home. It was fun to watch you, get to learn a little more about you. Good show. But yeah, it's kind of that sucks. I'm gonna have to figure something out. I told my girl if I had to, I'm gonna put a little money aside and get me another damn new phone and test it out. What's going on, Deadpool? Dink over stink. Oh, it's my pleasure. Thanks for being up there. It really was a good show. It's been a great show every week so far. I love it. I love the new format they got going on. It's almost like the Anglerholics House, just a little more relaxed and uh, no pressure kind of questions usually. Just hey, what do you think about this, or what do you think about that, or let the chat ask the questions. Nice and relaxed atmosphere. Yeah. Drop the link out there just in case anybody wants to pop up here tonight for a little while. I mean, obviously, I'm getting started a little late, so I won't be on here too long. But if anybody wants to pop up, let me drop that link for them. Hey, Ryan, what's going on, man? Hey, Scott Swift in the house as well. Got to see my fish that broke me off. Still had the hook in his mouth. Hey, Valerie in the house. Oh, man, dang it. I knew I forgot something. I was going to put William's link in there, but you can do that for me, Valerie. I forgot I was going to put him in Nightbot. Uh, William. Hey, what's going on, Freezer Brown? Is only like, I think, 18 away from hitting 400. I was going to throw him in Nightbot, and I forgot all about it. With trying to be a guest over there and everything else, I forgot to throw William in the bot. So Valerie, you can do that for me though. God darn it! I know I forgot something. Thank you, Valerie. This gentleman right here is from Glasgow, UK, and he really is a great guy. I've made it just a couple of his lives. He's a great guy. Gets out there, fishes for pike and carp in general, and he's nearing 400. He's like only 18 away. So if anybody doesn't have him yet, Valerie would appreciate it. I would, and I know he would. He's a great dude. Little hard on my ears to understand fully because Glasgow's got a unique speaking style. I've had a few of them in the past. Way back when I was in MSNBC, we would do some video chat sometimes, and that little accent's always been a little hard for my ears. But he's a great dude. Hey, what's going on, Clayton, the fishing in the house? Take down Kenneth. I don't think I missed anybody else there. Yeah, it looks like I'm caught up. Everybody's just saying hey now. Hey, what's going on, Dallas? Well, I think just jumped on me twice. Tim Lean in the house. What's going on, buddy? Scott Swift, Clayton Hello, thanks so much. I might try to get out and do a little fishing Monday after I get the kids from school. It depends. I was looking at the weather, and even though it's in the teens all this week, it's supposed to be like 42 degrees Monday. But Monday is usually a day where I got to do a lot of stuff around the house and then pick up the kids and stuff. But if I pick up the kids and it's still nice after that, I might try to go out there by the dam, see if I can find a couple ice sheets to fish between again. Yeah, we'll see. See what the weather says by then. That's quite a ways away, and sometimes the weather changes. So, hey, what's going on, Wabash Nate? Thanks for dropping in. Cause I was mad I didn't get to come up there. Her phone did the same thing. I even behaved myself. I didn't have no sips. Once I realized I couldn't get up there, I was like, "Oh, it's time for Miller. Let me go grab some drinks." Right back, gotta get an ice cream sandwich. Then Miss Lance, I'm seeing some Lance hellos, but I didn't see him pop in there. Oh, there he is. Hey, Lance, what's going on, bud? You know how that chat be when it's flying by, especially when everybody starts saying hello to everybody. It just flies by. But then when you see people saying hello to somebody, you're like, wait a minute. All right, where he at? Yeah, Clayton just put out a video, so he's probably busy editing. It was a good show, man. Catch a replay sometime. I had calls up there this evening. Actually, busted my butt at work to close down earlier and get home in time to catch most of it. I think I only missed like the first 10 or 15 minutes. Then I was in there. Usually I miss about a half hour to 40 minutes of it. Yeah, what's going on, Morbid? Don't recognize that name offhand. Wait a minute, I might have seen it once before. What's going on? Yeah, it's got to get crazy when it's flying by. Like I said, especially once everybody starts seeing people and saying hello. Because you look right there, it's like Lance, Chris, Lance, Dan. It like starts pushing the screen. That's why sometimes when you can't keep up, just look for somebody else saying hello to somebody. Follow the chat. I've heard that before, and that's true. Just follow the chat. If you can't keep up, and all of a sudden you see 3 or 4 people say something in chat, they're right. Follow the chat. I'll be going live Saturday morning, 10 a.m. Well, see, I'll be at work by then. Dang it. That's what sucks. I miss a lot of stuff from being at work. On Saturday and Sunday, I work 11 to close, but I go in early because we have a policy there, kind of like you can show up early so you can set your station up and get ready for business. I should be able to catch at least about a half hour of it though, because I usually get to work about 45 minutes to an hour early, and I'll sit out in the parking lot, have a couple smokes, and chill out. So I should be able to watch it and share it out before I head in to punch in. And then, like I said, the new thing at work is no cell phones allowed at all. If you got an emergency call, they can call the restaurant, things like that. So I've been leaving my coat or my phone in my coat, so it's not by me. I used to check in on you guys. I'm like, hey, I'm at work. How's it going? Whatever. Watch somebody for like about a half hour in the background, walk by and look down, walk by and look down, but I can't do that now. He put a new policy into place. No damn cell phones whatsoever. If somebody needs to contact you because it's an emergency, Mike's Fishing Home, slip in and put it up on TV in the dining room. Watching on the big screen. Oh, he said slip in, put it on the TV in the dining area. Got you. Yeah, no, can't do it. I gotta pay the bills, so I can't get in trouble at work. Hey, what's going on, Tinkerbell? See, I think I'm missing another one. Fishing musician popping. Yeah, there he is. What's going on, fishing musician in the house? What's up, bud? Well, I'm trying not to miss it, but then, man, when it just goes pop, 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 all of a sudden, like I said, though, you follow the chat, man. The chat starts saying hello. You'll catch people you might have missed that way. Hey, Tom, great show over there tonight, man. Sorry, my girl's phone did the same thing this one does. And I don't understand it because I can go live. So obviously my camera and my microphone has access. But ever since I got this new phone, I realized when I add people to panel, I have to leave and come back, a couple times because it's spinning. And ever since I got this new phone, I can't join a panel. I tried my lady's phone and it did the same thing. You saw that when you tried to add me, it was just, I was a spinning bullet. So I appreciate you trying to have me up there. I really wanted to be up there tonight. And yeah, it just didn't work. I'll get it sorted eventually. Whatever it takes, because that is something I would be interested in doing. I even behaved myself when I had no drink until afterwards. I'm like, oh, okay, I can't get up there. Let me start drinking. But what's going on? Denise Morgan in the house. Appreciate that. But yeah, I'll figure it out. Either I get a new phone or I get some sort of tablet. I asked my kids about their tablets. They have Chromebooks, but apparently they don't have microphones on there. You have to get the headset and microphone to go to plug into it or whatever. Because we got them for when they were doing the school thing, and you had to like do all your homework online or whatever. But yeah, there's no microphone. Well, I think just popped by again. All, right, all the hellos. We got Takedown. I think I already mentioned you, but if not, hey, bud. Oh, by the way, that was a great song you did for that John Parker put out. I saw the video where he put out the video to the catfish. And your song was playing in the background. That was awesome, Rich. Good stuff. It's been a pleasure to meet you and have you getting out here in the community. Seeing you all over the place, seeing you do things for people. That's awesome, bud. Garv, we got the Morgan family coming in the house. What's up? Ned. What I like about your stuff, brother, is you're like a variety show, man. You obviously can do some good fishing. We've seen that. So the fishing is awesome. You be rocking out on the guitar and you got them vocals. So that's killer. Be showing people how to do some roofing. Show people how to be safe on the ice. You're like a variety show, brother. That's good stuff. That's why I like the Anglerholics. They be fishing, they put on this game show, all this different stuff that just draws you in different aspects. Hey, John, what's going on, man? John Parker in the house. Scroll back. Sorry, just rolling back to read. Y'all come over to the Bulls Nest later on. Gonna be cooking chitlins. Ha! Awesome. You do yours with like a lot of Tabasco and stuff, or not? I know a lot of people that eat chitlins always want the Tabascos. My goodness, already I'm in there. Oh, you're lying. I'll see how you are. Thought I was gonna see me a cooking show, little cook off. Sriracha is good if you get the real sriracha. Don't mess around with that fake sriracha. I do love sriracha. The rooster, the Chinese writing, the green cap, the real stuff. Don't get that Hunt's sriracha ketchup. Hey, Johnny Small Pepper. Speaking of sriracha, we got the Pepper Man in the house. Absolutely, Tom. It was a great show. I was glad I was able to get home early enough to watch more of it than I usually do. Hey, JB Vlog in the house. What's going on? Always appreciate you dropping by and showing a little love real quick. Try to pop in yours occasionally. Obviously, my time difference is different from yours. Alvin Lewis, what's going on, bud? I'll be right back if you don't mind a catfish on camera. I'm gonna go use the restroom. What's going on? Looks like I see Jody popped in. What's going on, Jody? Think I'm caught up still. Jody, I tried. I used my girl's phone. I thought it would work, but it gave me the same spinning bullets. Even though I allowed camera and microphone, because her phone has never seen StreamYard or Chrome or whatever. And when I clicked Times Link, it said allow phone and camera. I said yes. It said allow microphone. I said yes. It said allow camera. I said yes. It acted like it was going to go through, but when he tried to pull me up, spinning bullets. I think I said hello to everybody. If I missed anybody, I'm sorry, but it says there's 36 wonderful people over there. I think I've said 36 names. If not, hello, whoever's lurking in the background, too. And if anybody just popped in, I am going to try to get out Monday and do it from the water. Can't guarantee anything, but it looks like it might be warm as far as now. It might be warm enough to get out there. Hey, what's going on, Stan? Garv, looks like we got most of the Morgan family in here now. Thank you, thank you. I appreciate that. Especially, just these little chill out sessions. Thank you, John. That really is. His voice and his guitar, good stuff. It really is another one of those great, like just multi-talented fishing channels. I'm sorry, all I have to offer is some bullshit chit chat for a little while. Let yourself enjoy yourselves in between other shows. I don't have any entertainment if I ain't on the water. So I really, really, really appreciate when people drop in. Did you get my mail yet? No. Anytime I get mail, I usually announce it that night. Like if I get a new sticker, it goes on the board. When I got the wood burnings and stuff, like anytime I get something, I usually announce it that day. When I get the new t-shirts, if I do an unboxing or a sticker reveal or whatever, it's usually the very same day I got it. When I go live that night, I slap it up. Scroll back there. Johnny. Looks like a bunch of hellos. I was curious, should be getting it anytime. Awesome. I might get it tomorrow or Saturday. Our mail does run Friday and Saturday too. Sunday during the holidays or Sunday if it's like UPS or something instead of mail. But if it's basic mail, it usually Monday through Saturday it runs here. That's awesome. I'll be looking forward to it. Hey, Joker's Lady, what's going on? Just hanging out for a little while before my buddy Holiday goes live. About another hour if I go the full hour. That's good to hear. That's good to hear. Let's throw these notifications away. Hey, Francis Fishing. Hello, hello. Down there in Tennessee, they stay warmer than around here, don't they? Like I bet you be out there fishing before I will. As far as decent weather fishing. Heck yeah, man. Hey, what's up, Modern Native? It's 19 right here. According to my weather app up here, it says 19 degrees. Yeah. Drop that one more time. If anybody wants to pop up for a few before I head out of here, got about 53 minutes before I'll probably bounce out. Yeah, tomorrow will be in the 40s for you. See, that's what Monday is showing for me. Right now, the rest of this week, uh, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday is supposed to be in the teens and 20s. But Monday, it says 42. But see, Monday, like I said, during the day, I got a lot of stuff to get done, usually around the house before I go pick up the kids from school. And then I bring them back home. Now, once I drop them off, if it's still nice, I might try to go out there for a couple hours Monday afternoon. I get them out of school. I usually leave the school and get back here by about 3:30, 3:40. If it's nice enough, I might try to bounce out to the lake and get an hour or two on the lake. I also want to get with you and Brad to do a $20 certificate. Oh, that's awesome. For like a Brad Sinker bundle. Heck yeah, if Brad's still in here, listen up to that, buddy. Man, that's awesome, Dink. I appreciate that. And I do still have all the stuff down here. I am still going to do it, but just being busy and stuff, it's taking me longer than I thought, but I'm definitely doing that sometime fairly soon. I just got to make up the video. Like I said, I mean, I think everybody's already heard the rules by now. I will even ship overseas. I'll pay the shipping for the UK and Canada. Uh, the gift card will also be available to the UK and Canada because, or well, at least the UK. I don't know if she has a Canada account, but the UK account because Valerie is gonna transfer it through her thing for the UK people. So -15 before wind chill. See, that's my wind chill. So woo. Yeah, -15 is what our wind chill's been. Between -7 and -15 is kind of what our wind chill's been bouncing. There's Brad. He says, yeah, most definitely. No problem. But yeah, so it's still coming up. It's just taking me a little longer than I thought because in between work and life, I still need to try to make that video. Hell, I still want to get a proper case for all three of these and do a little short video. I still want to do the whole black light and convex light set up at the same time on a loo rod to do that video. It's just time is not eternal. The song says time is eternal. Nah, there's not enough of it. Did you see my longer message? Let me scroll back. Because no, between my little Nightbot spam links and some of the other comments, gets bounced around. All right, here we go. Got some brand news today. Trying to raise some money to get my Jeep running. I don't end up on a bad situation. Sharing my cash app, trying to get some help. Oh yeah, if you're a mod in here, feel free to drop it. I mean, I don't know if anybody do anything, and I don't pressure anybody to do that type of stuff. So I'm only doing it for my one guy here because that's my boy. He's big. We've known him for a long time. You can feel free to drop that or talk about it if you want. What's going on, Big Mike? But no guarantees. Oh, whoops! I just dropped out. Okay, now I'm back. Accidentally hit the wrong button. What's going on, Big Mike? What's going on, Turtle Lady? I saw your latest video with that underwater turtle footage. That was cool. I'm thinking that was you, anyways. I've only seen you a couple times, but I've seen a lot of turtle videos. So, but yeah, I'm thinking that was you, where you took the turtle and that big old head on them. Did a little bit underwater footage with them too. The underwater turtle noodling. I remember one time I caught a real big old hard shell snapper by luring them out with the bluegill. I was standing on this rock that goes over the water. So there's basically water underneath the rock. Like a rock ledge, kind of, and there's water flowing underneath it. And I just happened to see this beak. There was like a pointed beak from a big old snapping turtle hanging there. I was like, man, this is a big old turtle. So I got a bluegill, and I put the string through his gill and out his mouth, and then tied a knot around it and just dabbled it in the water. And I got that turtle to reach his neck way out and snap onto the bluegill. It was crazy. That was when I was a kid. It was fun, but it was crazy. Let's see if I can hear you. Are you there, Brad?
Oh, yeah, I'm here. What's up, buddy?
Nope. Just like other stuff. I got to leave and come back. I'll be right back.
Can you hear me
Can
now?
I hear you now?
Can you hear me now?
I hate this new phone. I hear you.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah. Yeah, I hear you. This is why I can't go up on panel. Something's wrong with this phone to where when I invite a guest, I can't see or hear them unless I leave a couple times. And
Yeah,
now I also can't go up on panel. It just leaves me as a spinning bullet.
that's weird. It does that. I know sometimes my audio will go in and out, and it'll like be blurry sounding, where it's all muffled and scrambled together, and then it'll clear up, and I'm like, what the heck?
Yeah. So far, I've had two phones in the time I started doing this because one fell in the lake, the other fell in the toilet. Both of those phones were perfect. There was never an issue. It's not until I got this one.
Yeah.
Now,
My buddy Jason did that. We were fishing, and I pulled the boat off the trailer, swung around, and went to go pick him up. And he jumps in, and I hear something go funk. And I'm like, hey, what was that? Well, I don't even know. Buddy. He starts looking. He's like, I hope it's not my keys. He's like, nope, I found my keys. He's like, oh, that was my phone. I'm like, hey, you want me to call it and see if we can find it? He's like, really? Come on.
Well, see, what happened with me is I was fishing on a dock, and it was real windy. I had my fishing chair sitting there, and I had my phone in the cup holder. Luckily, my keys were in my pocket because normally my car keys are in that cup holder too. I would have had to dive in and try to find it. But anyway, so it's sitting there. My Cash King clicker went off the end of the dock. So I ran down there, picked up the brick, put the gear, locked it in, caught pulled up on it, reeled down. I had a fish. I fought a fish, brought it in. It was about 20 pounds. During this fight, I hear sploosh. I look over, chairs in the water. I don't think shit about it. I'm like, big deal. It's a Walmart little folding, fishing chair. No big deal. So I finished fighting the fish. I netted up. I go looking for my phone so I can get a picture of it.
Yeah.
I can't find my phone. So I immediately, once I realized, oh shit, my phone is at the bottom of the lake, I grab my pocket and I'm like, oh, thank God, there's my keys. So I have my car keys in my pocket.
That's the best problem to have.
Right. It was like the best and the worst at the same time. It's like, well, crap, there goes my phone. I can't even get a picture of this fish and whatever, but at least I don't have to wait until my lady realizes it's 10 o'clock at night and I'm not home yet or whatever, and then come down looking for me.
Yeah. I know we were cooking brats on the boat, and I got the little camping stove out, got it set up, we got it started, and we were trying to get some lines out. And my girlfriend's like, "Well, just let me see your knife. I'll open these up and get these started while you guys are starting to do your bait and stuff." Like, "Oh, okay, no problem." I handed her my knife, and I turned back around and I'm like, "What?" She's like, "Well, I got a problem." I'm like, "Well, what's that?" I'm like, "Hand me my knife back." You're like, "Sure, you're done with it." She's like, "Well, about that." I'm like, "What do you mean about that?" She's like, "Well, it kind of went in the water." I'm like, "It went in the water?"
Hey, there's an idea. Knife makers out there. Make your knife handles floaties, like floatable.
Not, we use a lot. We lose a lot of bait knives.
Yeah, because they literally have a solid handle and they're
Yeah.
metal and boom, right to the bottom.
Every time.
What's going on, Big Dan? Yeah, that'd be kind of a slick idea, though, as a if you were a knife creator to somehow make sure that handle is going to float.
Yeah, that'd be sweet.
Even if, I mean, a wooden handle should float, but it depends on how heavy the blade part is. But if you can balance that wood to the blade ratio, I would think it might float at least long enough, if nothing, at least long enough to where when you drop it, you can go, "Oh shit," and reach down and pick it up before it drops. Or put some cork, or maybe put some cork in there first, and then the wood around that cork. That cork would maybe make it float. I don't know. Just a thought.
Now I just get those cheap $2-3 ones at Walmart, and when they dull out, it ain't a big deal if they fall in.
Yeah. Dale in the house. Don't think I missed anybody else. We got Dan and Dale.
Mike, do you use like a backpack style tackle box when you're fishing from the bank, or do you use an actual tackle box?
No, I have one of the backpack ones.
Them things are sweet. I've seen a bunch of them.
Yeah, because you can just fling it over your back when you're carrying all your other stuff and whatever. It's even though I have almost all of your weights in my tackle bag, and I still throw it over my shoulder when I carry this stuff. Actually, I did get me one of those carts, and it's got great wheels on it, but the cart itself is kind of janky. I'm gonna have to get a better one eventually, because I just got to the point where I'm like, you know what? I'll just make 2 trips instead of using that cart.
Yeah,
it wasn't good enough. It was a generic one. Eventually, I'll get a nice one.
Yeah. Well, some areas you only get a certain selection of stuff too, so it doesn't help.
Yeah.
That's the one thing great about Amazon.
Yeah, it's taking no matter where you're at. Like, because that's like, yeah, if you go to a Walmart here, you're not going to find the same stuff that you're going to find in a Walmart at Florida.
We had in our town in Lima, they actually got one on the east side and one on the west side, and both of them carry a bunch of different stuff that the other don't.
Yeah. Hey, Backwoods, what's going on?
And they aren't even 20 minutes away from each other.
Okay. Yeah, see, Dan knows more about that. He said most woods are so dense they wouldn't hold up a good blade. Lanyards say nice.
Holy crap, Dan. Did it come with the zebra mane too for $130? That's crazy.
It's a good thing I could sell the leftovers. Yeah, that is crazy. By the way, Dink again, I really appreciate that. If you and Brad hook that up or whatever, man, that's something that's gonna be nice to throw out there with this next round of stuff here. I think the biggest thing I got technically, I think the biggest items I got to give away technically would be the tripod, selfie stick, remote control, all that jazz, and then the inch meter. I got a lot of gear too, but I think that's probably the two big items: the doctor meter and the selfie stick. And then I picked up two of these because I'm gonna send one to Dale again, and hopefully he'll get it this time. But I think that's probably the two big items I got. Other than that, it's gonna be a bunch of hooks and string and whatever. I got those Big Cat Berkeley 40-pound lines again.
Oh yeah, them things are good.
Yeah, I picked up three of those again. That's why I gave away. I think it was my first giveaway. I gave away three, so I grabbed three of those again. It's what was it? 200, I think. Yeah, 200 yards of the Big Cat 40-pound solar. So it's like, pretty high viz and all that jazz.
I know.
Some sinker slides and some other stuff like that.
Some of them bigger commercial box stores are getting rid of a bunch of their tackle right now. I just got a 25-pack of Gamamatsu hooks for like 60 cents on the 5/0. Like, I wish they had more. I would have bought them all.
Every time I see those, they're like damn near almost $2 a piece.
Yeah.
Because I remember one time I looked at it, and it was like the Gamakatsu, I think it was 8 ounce or 8/0, and it was like $26 for like 20 or something like that. I'm like, what the hell? That's like what, $1.50 each almost, something like that. I didn't work out the full math, but I just know I'm like, okay, it's more than $1 a hook.
I like using them smaller hooks early in the year or late in the year.
Yeah.
And I was getting to where I needed some. And I went through and I'm like, man, they had a whole bunch of stuff clearanced out and a lot of it was gone. And I'm like, I seen them. I'm like, someone missed out there. I'm like, I grabbed them.
He said, I'm going to act like it's the beginning of the pandemic. I'm hoarding the hooks.
Yeah. Well, I was getting low on those 5/0s. I only had maybe 6 or 8 of them left.
Yeah, that's what I sent out in my second giveaway. I gave out a bunch of stuff too, and that's the one where Uncle Lou gave me a whole bunch of rattles and beads and stuff to send out too. But that one is the one where I did the 5/0s because everybody was always talking about downsizing for the certain seasons or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So I sent out 8/0s and 5/0s just to give that mix up of, hey, you need to downsize your hook? Well, there you go. You got 5/0s.
Yeah. I like using those 8, 9/0 hooks. I don't like to use anything really bigger than that.
Yeah.
Dan, it was at Myers and Walmart. We're getting rid of some stuff this week. So if you want some cheap deals on stuff, you might want to go check your local stores and see what they got laying around. You might be able to pick something nice up pretty cheap.
Yeah, the middle of winter, especially in the cold areas, middle of winter, they're probably trying to get rid of a lot of stock.
They do every year, especially like swim baits and stuff. They had a bunch of it, but I don't use any of them, so I didn't buy any. They were cheap. Yep. They're like a $3 or $4 swim jigs they were like 60 cents $1. They're cheap.
All right, have a good night, Modern Native. What's going on, Twisted Art Lady? Come on, one of them Whisker Seeker ice rods. Casting model. What reel should I get? Steve Lights got a question. I won one of them Whisker Seeker ice rods on Real Time's giveaway. It's a casting model. What reel should I get for it? I'm gonna learn baitcaster on it.
That'd probably be one of those. That'd probably be one of those questions to ask Mark or Lyle because I don't ice fish, honestly.
Yeah, neither do I. But I was gonna say on ice fishing, you don't have to cast. So you can probably just push the button and let the line out no matter what.
Yeah, I think them aren't very big. I think they're 3 foot or something.
Yeah. But that's what I'm kind of saying. Like, as long as the real butt fits in the real seat, it kind of ain't gonna matter.
They're
You
all
could technically
they're
go
all the same.
because all you're
It's
doing is
more
pushing the button and letting it go straight down.
it's more on preference of what you want, probably.
Yeah. I mean, you always want to balance your rod and reel. So, but yeah, he's right on that. Mark and some of them other people will be better because they actually ice fish. I
I
actually
probably
saw retired Rick do that. Retired Rick posted a video, a little short of them out there ice fishing. I didn't even think we could do that on our lake. All right, take it easy, Kenneth. Have a good night over there at the Boar's Nest. What we got here? About a half hour left, max.
yeah.
But I didn't even think we were allowed to here. But he posted a short, and he lives in my town. I ain't met the dude yet, but he lives in my town, so I'm assuming he was out on the lake. I commented on his video. I'll have to check it out tomorrow, see if he replied or not. But I did not know that we could ice fish here when it's frozen solid enough.
That'll be the one thing nice about going to CatCon is seeing some of the stuff you don't get to see. Like I like to put my hands on a Muddy River rod and see it, and then Mad Cat's rod. I want to put one of them in my hands and see it just to see how they feel in your hand.
Yeah, I actually already saw that, Matt. I set my reminder for it. I'll be at work, but I set my reminder. So if I happen to come out on a smoke break or something, I can actually take a few seconds to peek at it. If not, I'll be able to watch it afterwards. I did see the takeover live. I like the alternative ego that you've set up with that character. It's funny as hell. But he clogged up your toilet though, man. Them hot dogs got to him, something fierce.
Sasquatch has Stan said, bring a 4-pound weight to load the rod. Do a little testing.
£4 weight. We're getting to epic territory.
Every once in a while, our area, I'll end up finding some of those in our area. I've melted a bunch of those down.
That would just be crazy. You out there fishing if you need that much weight.
They're
The only thing
current
I
in there
could think
too.
of is like a big old boil behind a dam or something. You know what I mean? Those big old boils. As far as my area, I don't have any crazy ass currents, but I could see that in some, like, if you're out there on the boat behind a big old spillway dam and you got those big old water boils coming up, I could see needing that.
Mhm. It's surprising how fast that water is. Like there's times on the Ohio the water's pretty fast, but his is like a whole nother level on a normal day.
Well, that's his alternative ego or cousin. I think it was his cousin, if I recall right. Oh, you gotta watch it, Dan. It's hilarious.
Duggar, no, I do not have any tungsten weights.
All right, I'll be right back, man. Yeah, second cousin. I'll be right back.
You want to talk about expensive? That tungsten's pretty expensive. I've seen some. I've been in the store and seen them. I'm like, wow. So everybody having a pretty good night tonight?
I think somebody asked that of Josh one time too, if he was messing with like tungsten steel or whatever. Hey, what's going on, Beth Varga? For his knives.
Yeah.
I think I recall somebody asking him that one time.
From what I've seen, tungsten's pretty hard to work with.
Yeah, that's what he was saying. I think he said he would need some more practice with it or something. I don't recall, but I definitely think I recall somebody asking him if he had done any tungsten blades or something, and he was talking about working with it or needing practice with it or something like that.
Yeah.
Welcome, Beth, all the way from the Philippines. Got a few buddies from over there that I interact with. Tinkerbell being one of them. Also, I always mess his name up, but I like watching him. I've shared him a few times on Facebook. He's out there in the middle of the island doing island life, and he is awesome. I'm trying to think. Yeah, I'm gonna mess it up if I try to say it, so I'm just gonna forget about it. Starts with a J. I know that. And he's a cool dude, but yeah, I've shared him out a few times. He's in the Philippines, like out there in the heart, little jungle life.
Yeah, I've watched some of them do that. Some of that stuff they do is pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah. And see, my lady is Polynesian, so I already kind of have an affinity for island lifestyle as it is. I would love to eventually retire to her island. She's from Ponape, and it's beautiful. I've seen a bunch of pictures from her village and her family life. And then I've also Googled it to check out some stuff, and it's just freaking beautiful. Like 72 degrees all year round, waterfalls, coconut trees, fresh fishing.
That 72 sounds horrible when it's, 4 degrees, 5 degrees. It was negative 15 last night.
Right.
I think 70.
Yeah. It's like 72 all year round on her island for the average temperature. Just stays there. So it's never too hot. It's never too cold. It's just that nice, beautiful weather all year round. What's going on, Shark Smith?
A pet monkey would be pretty sweet.
Yeah, she actually has pictures of her when she was a kid sleeping like barefoot up in a coconut tree. It was kind of like bent. It went up and then it bent this way and then it went up again. And it's right by a waterfall. So she says she used to get up in that tree and just like kind of lay her legs over it, lean back into the curve and fall asleep to the sound of the waterfall. And I'm like, that's the life.
Yeah, that sounds pretty sweet.
Right.
And you get all that fishing and everything around those islands and stuff would be great.
Yeah. They and like I said, they do all their crafts too. Like they make baskets and everything. Like they'll strip the coconuts of the hair and then braid it together to make rope out of. And that's some of the damn strongest rope I've ever seen. We've used it for moving before.
Weaving that stuff together. That's an art in itself. Have you ever watched
Think about that. Just watch anybody, and they strip the hair off and then braid it in the rope. It's crazy.
There's a couple guys we work with that will take that rope and braid it together to make one piece, and sometimes you can't even tell they did it. I'm like, how in the heck can you do that? I'm like, I'm leaving that to you.
Yeah, I need to find it sometime. I know we still have some around here. They also would market stuff around the world too, like make a coconut oil and stuff for like your skin, and they would sell it to tourists and stuff. But I definitely know I have some of that rope around here still. And like I said, all of these pieces behind me are from her island. These little wood pieces that are up here, I've pulled them off the wall before and showed them to the camera. I'm not going to do it right now, but those little round pieces up there. That's
Yeah.
from her island from when she was a kid.
Oh, that's pretty sweet.
There's little seashells and all kinds of stuff in there, and it's all woven together with like strips off the trees and coconut hairs and all that stuff.
That is awesome. I seen them there plenty of times, but I never knew what they were.
Yeah. This ain't nothing that I just accidentally found at the Goodwill or whatever. These are actual pieces. As a matter of fact, you know what? I will pull one off. I'll pull this one off because it says Ponape. This is an actual scenery from her island. See, it says Ponape right there.
That's pretty sweet.
Yeah, that's a picture of her island that they painted onto some wood. This is wood. All of it. These are little seashells. See these here?
Yeah.
Those are shells that they got off the sea. And then all of this is made out of like stuff from the trees and coconut hairs and stuff that they wove into this pattern all the way around the entire thing.
That's pretty sweet.
Yeah, it's you can even see right here where it's sticking out right there. That's literally part of the trees. It's crazy. And they also do like wood carvings. This here was from her island too. It's actually got real fish teeth in it. If you see it, it's a shark. They carved it.
That is cool.
They carved the shark out of wood, but look, there's real fish teeth in there. They actually got teeth out of fish and put in there. So yeah, we got a lot of cool stuff like that from her island that we've had that she brought over here. Her dad brought her over here when she was like 8 years old, and we still have all that stuff.
That's a lot of time and work right there involved in doing that.
Yeah, but they would do that like for the tourists and stuff to come, and buy it, whatever. So it's a way for them to, do what they do and make some money from the tourists.
Oh yeah, find something to do with the downtime.
Yeah, that's just like that dude I was talking about that I shared out. I shared one of his the other day. What he did was because they got hit with the typhoon and all that stuff. So he's been making brooms and then walking around the whole island, like trying to find people that need some brooms and stuff. And he was selling brooms to people that need brooms that he made from hand. So that stuff's interesting to me.
Mm-hmm.
You think about us, we're like, oh, let me run to the store and get a little $2 broom or whatever, No, this dude's got to sit there and make that himself to go out there and sell to try to make some money to bring back home.
Yeah. You ever watch that? You ever watch that? How it's made?
No, I haven't seen that. Talk about a show called How It's Made.
They go through. Yeah, Yeah, and show how everything's made. Some of that stuff's pretty cool to watch how they make it. Good night, Joy.
Yeah, it sounds like something I'd probably be interested in just because I do like learning new stuff, even though I'm kind of a goofy fool. I'm not the brightest in the box, but I do love absorbing information. I do like learning about new stuff. And my main thing though is lifestyles. Like I said, that's why I think I love everybody in this community that I've met so far. There's so many different personalities. I'm intrigued by lifestyles and personalities, no matter what it is. And then sometimes you think you know somebody, but then you watch for a little while and you learn something else, and you're like, oh, wow, I wouldn't even have thought that. So
yeah,
it's just intriguing and interesting to see so many people and learn different things about different cultures and everything.
Some of their cooking is pretty awesome to watch too. I watch a lot of that.
Yes, absolutely.
I'm like, I want to see how they do it.
Yeah, especially because it's a lot of fresh ingredients too. Like everything's fresh. It's like, oh, let me go pick this from here and here and here, and let me go catch this over here. Now I'm going to bring it here and I'm going to show you how I'm going to prepare it. And then you're going to create these flavors and really develop the dish. Yeah, it's amazing stuff. And some of you look at it at the beginning, you're like, wait a minute, what is that? But then by the time it's done, you're like, man, I wouldn't mind seeing what that tastes like.
Piqued my curiosity that time.
Right. Scott, don't drop her. Make sure she gets there safely.
Scott's going to come up tomorrow with 2 black eyes on screen somewhere and be like, what happened to you? We're like, yeah, never mind. We ain't even asking him. We already know.
I dropped her before I got to the bed.
I didn't make it.
Yeah, Steve, like a Bob Ross painting. At first, you're like, what the hell is that going to be? And then all of a sudden, you're like, oh, now I see it.
That dude had some talent.
A happy little brush here. Yeah, he did. My hours haven't updated on YouTube in almost a week. Man, what the heck? No, it has to. Do you have like TubeBuddy or what's the other one? The Studio app for your phone? I hardly never check my computer, so I don't know. I have TubeBuddy and YouTube Studio app for the phone. And mine updates every day. TubeBuddy actually updates every time you swipe it. Like every time you open TubeBuddy, it refreshes and gives you your brand new number. You've been going live a lot more within the past couple weeks there. You should be getting your hours up big time.
Oh, yeah.
Because that's definitely where it's at. But he says his hours haven't been updated on YouTube. Hey, Fish Ranch. Oh, yeah, I said hello when they came in. I know
they're
over
good
my
for
watch
that,
hours
though.
now. Well, maybe that's why it's not updating yet, man. Maybe you're maybe they're actually reviewing your shit right now and they're gonna send you your notification. Maybe that happened. I don't know. I could be wrong. I don't know nothing about YouTube hardly.
They
I'm saying if you get
they update how they want to.
Yeah.
They just kind of update it as they go.
I do know almost everything is delayed by like a day in my YouTube Studio app. I know that. But as far as my TubeBuddy, that almost seems instant. The phone shows over, but Studio on the computer. Oh, the Studio on the computer isn't updating? Okay, see, I've only looked at my Studio on the computer like maybe 3 times since I've been on YouTube because I got that jank computer over there. So I don't like going on there. It takes me forever to do stuff. But yeah, if it's not computer, it might. I mean, if it's not updating, I mean, maybe they have you under review right now, and that could maybe slow down anything that you're seeing because they're reviewing it. Do you mind if I share a live stream that's happening after yours? Well, of course not. Especially Hog Legs. Every time I leave here, I say goodbye. See you guys at Hog Legs. Pretty much everybody in here knows that they generally go straight over to Hog Legs after this. But yeah, feel free to drop it, bud. And when Studio on the computer is actually, I'm guessing. Yeah, I don't know. I do know the apps and the computer seem to work differently. I don't know why. I don't know. Whatever. And like I said, even my 2 apps act a little differently. TubeBuddy seems to update and have better numbers, like when I actually go to my YouTube page on my phone. But the studio seems to drag one day usually. Like I won't. What's that?
Did you hear that Jeremy Tournament Cats and Aaron are going to do a 1v1?
Well, Jeremy's doing a 1v1 with everybody. He's also trying to do a 1v1 with Lance. He was trying to call out calls for a 1v1. And that's why I threw up the shrug emoji today. I said, who ain't you calling out for 1v1? And then I called him out for a 1v1. I didn't see no answer, though, but I was being a smart ass because I won the last one. I told him, I said, I'll challenge you to a 1v1 channel catfish, pond versus pond in the spring. Don't be late or I'll be ahead. Because that's what happened last time. It was just for fun. It wasn't no real tournament. It was for fun, but we were supposed to be out there. He showed up about 2 hours late. I already had one channel cat on screen, and then while he was there, I called another channel cat. So I had two channel cat versus a skunk from Jeremy on his pond. That shit was funny. It's way back in my feeds. It's been a long time ago, but it's way back in my feed somewhere. It's one of my lives. And I think it says something about fishing on a pond or something. The picture of it is just me. You can see some rods out there on the dock. But yeah, it's way back. It's near one of my first, I think, as far as my lives. But yeah, it was funny. It was funny. I technically won. So I'm gonna put that in the win column. But like I said, it wasn't no tournament. It wasn't no, true challenge. It was just for shits and giggles. But yeah, he's like, during the live, he's like, I'll be right there. And then it was like, I don't know, an hour and a half or 2 hours later when he finally came up there. And he was on his pond and I was on my pond. And I caught 2 channels and 2 bullheads, if I recall, right?
Yeah.
Uh-oh. What's up? We got Matt calling me out for something here? When we're not when we're not frozen. Right. We can get something going there, Matt. We can get something going. I just can't wait until I can actually get out there again this year in general. But on top of that, to some of my actual different locations, because every year I've gone to like Shelbyville Dam and Lake Taylorville, and I hit these little tiny spillways and then some of these big spillways and little creeks, puddles and ponds, fun stuff.
Heck yeah. I like trying new water or new areas in general.
I can do channel cast total weight, Matt. I got a few spots. Matter of fact, if you watch one of my videos called Hot Bite on a hot day or something like that, you'll see me catch channel cat after channel cat. Hey, Baba G, what's going on?
Mike, are you doing Avid's channel cat tournament?
I might. I don't know. Like I said, it still depends on work scheduling and stuff.
I gotcha.
Yeah, I still have 2 more years on this house. After that, you can damn near count me in. You can count me in for almost anything after that. But once we pay this house off, I'm going down to 3 days a week of work. I don't even care if I have to leave the job I'm at now and go work at a gas station. I'm making sure that I'll semi-retire once this house is paid off, which is June of 2024. Once that happens, and we can drop this mortgage payment and put it in the pocket, I'm going down to 3 days of work. I'm going to have 4 off in a row and then work 3 in a row. That's my plan.
Backwoods mindset. I know where you're at. You're not that far from me. I know Sandusky Bay very well.
Yeah, I've heard of that one. I've heard of Sandusky. Hey, Dan, that's awesome, though, because you be getting around. At least you get to check out new places. Stop by. Hey, thanks, big movie fan. Although I'm getting out of here in a few minutes here. It's gonna be passing over to Hog Legs. But I do got a lot of great channel cats around here too. I've caught a 26er out of the river and a 25er out of my lake. So
that's not bad at all.
Now, granted, those are massive, massive, almost like you don't see channel cats like that. My average is 2 to 5 pounds, yes, but they are here.
A lot of it depends on the time of year or where you find them.
Yeah. The dock I like to fish off of has a lot of them too, but there's also a lot of blues. Like this, they've I think it's gotten a lot better around here for the blues than it used to be. The flatheads are still better, like maybe if you got some boats to get back into some of those little areas that you can't reach without a boat because of the trees and the water and all that. So the flatheads are going to be more of a boat person getting to them. What's going on, Aaron? Not much, man. Gonna be passing over to Hog Leg in a minute. Thanks for dropping by for a second. But yeah, so the flatheads, like I said, the one that I caught was 32.8 pounds. So that was a nice damn flathead. That's the one that I always show the picture of.
Yeah.
But that was before I started going live, before I started YouTube and stuff. I didn't even know shit about cameras or nothing. So I just had to pull my phone out and take a picture of it on the ground. That picture, trust me, does not do it justice because I held the fucker up and I'm 6'3". It was past my waist. When I was holding it up, it was like past my belly button and everything. When its tail was on the ground and I was like up here with it almost, it was like past my belly button. I say about halfway up my rib cage, and it was touching the ground with the tip of his tail. So that was a good fish. But here it is on the ground with there's no reference. It's just grass around it. So you really can't reference it to nothing. Yeah. That fish right there was a pig, man. It was 32.8 pounds. That thing was a pig. And I caught it. I caught it on that spot that you guys have seen me fish a lot. Where I'm just fishing off the bank and there's like a tree in the water a little bit away from me. That's where I caught that thing. I caught that in July. And I started finally posting on YouTube July 21st. But if you look on my Facebook, I can go back and find the date myself probably, and I can find the exact day I caught it because I remember posting the picture. So I caught that thing like July 10th or 11th or something like that. And literally about 10 or 11 days later was when I posted my very first post on YouTube.
Those 30-pound flatheads are fun to fight.
Yeah,
I caught that 31, and the picture did not do it justice either because of how I was holding it.
But
yeah, it was fun to catch it.
Yeah, and see, like I said, this one has no. It doesn't even have me holding it, so there's no frame of reference at all. It's just laying on the ground. But I just wanted to take a quick picture and get it back in the water. So that's all I knew how to do. I'm like, shit, my phone has a camera. Snap, got it back in the water. Yeah, I would have loved to have had that on camera, like fighting it.
As long as I get a picture of it, I'm happy.
Yeah,
I don't try to them bigger fish. I don't try to keep out of the water any longer than I have to.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. I was out there by myself. Nobody was around, so nobody could actually take the picture of me holding it up or nothing. It was just like, well, shit, I gotta get a picture of this. So snapped the picture, got him back in the water. It didn't even have to revive him. Like, just took off right away. Strong as shit. I went down there and I kind of laid him into the water, turned his head towards the water, held his tail because I thought I was going to have to revive because it was like a 20-minute fight. No, that damn thing just went splash, right out of my hand, splashed me in the face, and took off. Anyways, big shout out to everybody that came in tonight. I appreciate it so much. Dink over Stink and Brad, I appreciate what you guys are talking about for that. Keep me informed. I mean, because I will be doing it soon. You guys will know ahead of time because I will post the little rules video thing first. So you guys will at least have a heads up. And I'll probably do it within a week or two after I post that video. So, I I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here so Hogleg can do his thing after me. I appreciate you, Brad, for popping up and chit chatting for a while. Appreciate all the chats that came in, and hopefully some of the links got some new hook sets. Microphones these days have all timer set, prop the phone. Well, I know that now. I'm like getting more into it, Dan. I didn't know it at the time. All I knew was I can do this and click a picture. All right, everybody. Love you guys, and I will see you later. I'm gonna go upstairs, drink another beer, get some grub, and go to bed. Thank you,
Later,
everybody.
Everyone. Thanks, Mike.
Hey, you're welcome, Brad. Thank you, man.